Hi everyone, today I'm gonna shoot a holiday tutorial. It could be used for any holiday parties if you still have them. I know it's a little late in the game though, so I'm thinking maybe New Year's look. It's definitely like a sparkly eye. I saw another person do something similar, so this is my interpretation of her look. It's a sparkly eye. I think I may do a red lip. I don't know, I'm playing with it a little bit, but you can do multiple kinds of lips. So I'll get started with that. Okay. So just to start, I actually got this new primer from DEC16. I've been loving their stuff. I wanted to try it. This is my first day using it. So I really like their stuff though because it's made by plastic surgeons. So it makes me feel like it's gotta be good for my skin. It all has like an anti-aging complex. This one's called Bye Bye Pores. Their Bye Bye Pore powder is one of my favorites to use on set. I actually really like this. It sort of just makes your pores disappear. Okay, I also got this stuff from them. It's called Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. So I'm gonna try medium because I got a spray tan yesterday. Let's see if it matches. Oh, this is embarrassing. There we go. Okay. I think it's like a little bit of a primer, but it has some color in it too. Let's see how it goes. I've been noticing lately that my dark circles are getting worse and worse as I get older, so I'm really into under eye prevention right now. I kind of like this. I'm just using fingers, obviously. You could use a brush. I like fingers for stuff like this just because it kind of makes the makeup melt into your skin. Okay, so there's that. So the first thing I'm going to do, you know what? I'm actually going to try a little of this on my lid too. As a primer and just for discoloration on my lid. Let's see if we like it. Okay, so now that we did that, the first thing I'm going to start with is Urban Decay eyeshadow in Diamond Dog. It's super sparkly. And I'm just going to try it with my finger instead of a brush because I want a really packed on shimmer look for this. I posted earlier this week about my New Year's Eve look, so I'm kind of thinking this might be the makeup look that goes along with it. So see, it's got like a lot of shimmer, but it's also got like a little bit of a brown taupey color, which is what I typically like to use on my eyes anyway. Best of both worlds. I always start with my eyes because as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of glitter under them, so I want to go back in and do my concealer and foundation after that so I can clean up anything that happens while I'm doing my eyes. I'm kind of just taking it like all the way up to my crease, like covering the entire lid and then up into my crease because it has such a strong brown color in it. I might just use it for my crease color. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna go back in with this Chic Crease brush. It's also by DEC16. Just gonna blend that out. Okay, so this has shimmer in it, but I really want to like pop the shimmer. So this is also by Urban Decay. It's their Heavy Metal. It's actually an eyeliner, but I'm just gonna take it and go back in. It's wet, so you just go in like kind of lightly. As you can see, it's adding a lot of that shimmer to it, my eye. So once you get your lid covered, you can kind of like brush it up, kind of spread it around with your finger a little bit. I like a little bit on my crease. I feel like it gives the whole sparkly vibe. Okay, so also if you did want like a little bit darker, smokier look, probably should have started with the crease, but I'm gonna go back in with a pencil brush It's actually just MAC's pencil brush, and Cashmere Bunny by Too Faced in their natural palette. And I kind of just want to give my eyes a little more depth. So I'm going right in the crease with this brush. This is really a personal preference if you like this or not, but I think it's also an eye shape thing. Mine are a little more deep set, so I like to make them pop. Okay, so now clean up a little bit of the glitter with just a little makeup wipe. And I'm thinking I'm going to just do a little bit of a gel liner in my lash line. Definitely going to use lashes on this look because it is a festive occasion. This is Bobbi Brown gel liner. I like it, it's really easy to apply. I'm just going right in the lash line. Okay, and now the other half. Okay, so now that I have the gel liner on, I like to always go in, it's just a me thing again, but into my waterline with a pencil eyeliner. I feel like it makes my eyes, again, gives them a little depth, makes them pop a little more. Alright, just a little mascara before I put the lashes on. This is my favorite mascara. It's by Rodial. What is it called? Glamo Lash. I'm going to link all this stuff below too, so you guys will have it. I've actually been using Rodian & Field's new lash growth serum. It's kind of like a, oh, why am I blanking on what that's called? It'll come to me. Anyway, it's working a lot. I'm mostly just putting on lashes for depth with this, but I feel like they've grown a lot. Okay, so now I've already put some glue on this lash. I'm gonna go in. I always like to kind of line it up right in the middle. In the middle where I want it. And then bring it down. I pre-cut these, but it's really important with lashes to make sure you cut them to figure eye so you don't get that wonky one flying off. Oh yes. Okay, so got my lashes on. I had to put a little more glue on the inner corner of this one. Don't judge yourself if it takes you a second to get your lashes on. I feel like when I watch other YouTube tutorials, it's like they just pop them on and they're on. Not for me, and I'm a professional, I think. So anyway, just take your time with it. They're on now and I love them. So now I'm gonna go back in with a concealer. I already did the Bye Bye Under Eye again for IT Cosmetics. So now I'm gonna go back in with just the MAC Pro Longwear, which is what I always wear. I love it. I'm trying to get my colors right. I think I said this before, but I got a spray tan yesterday, so everything changes. This is NW25. We'll see how it looks. Just kind of go in like a V shape. This trick I learned recently is to not, I always take my concealer all the way up to my lashes, and sometimes that can age you a little bit because it just piles right into your eyes. So the way I've been doing it lately is not all the way up. Just gonna take my beauty blender and pat that in. Okay, so I'm going back in with Makeup Forever's HD foundation. This is Y405. They have changed all their color names, so I'm still getting used to it, but it's 153 is what it used to be. This is just a flat brush. I'm just gonna apply foundation all over my face. I like to go down to my neck, just to make sure it gets all blended. Then I go back in with my beauty blender and just blend it out. actually feeling like I need a little more concealer, so I'm gonna go back in. Just add a little bit. This concealer also is mattifying, so I feel like I don't have to use as much powder. Okay, then I'm gonna set that. This is actually another IT Cosmetics palette, but it has their Bye Bye Pores powder in it. This is a new brush by them I haven't used yet. It is called Heavenly Skin. So I'm just gonna set what I just did with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in. This is the Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's amazing. I'm just gonna go in with, what do I want to use? Take it back. Going back to this Je ne sais quoi palette first. I'm gonna use this color as like a little contour. It's called Sunshine in a Compact. So I'm just gonna take a contour brush and run that right under my cheekbone. You really want to take it from the top of your ear down to the apple of your cheek. It's the line we're looking at. So right through there, and then circular motions just to kind of blend it out. I'd like to take it up to my temples and kind of over my forehead. I think I'm also going to go in just a blending brush and go right down sides of my nose for a little contour. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Anastasia palette. So first, this is Moonstone, and it's a highlighter. I like to also pat this in sometimes. The highlighters from this palette are so pretty. Kind of see the glow there. You can also use a brush to do the same thing. Do a little, I'm gonna do a little just everywhere as like the highlighter. So I got a little too much on my nose. So you can go back in and just go with your beauty blender. I think I'm gonna take a little bit also just to like my brow bone. Before we started this, I did do my brows, just so you know. I'll link the video to that too. Okay. So I got a little brush, and I'm going to take some of this Moonstone and just go right into the corner, inner corner of my eye. Okay, so to finish out my cheeks, I'm going to use MAC's blush in Harmony. It's just like a warm, kind of neutral color. Just right on the apples. I don't want too much color on my cheeks because I am going to do a red lip, but just a little. An easy trick with blush, if you have a hard time finding the apples of your cheeks, is to do a little fake smile and hit it with like a check. That'll help you blend. Do temples and like the bridge of your nose and your chin. Comes up your whole face. Okay. So now that I got that where I like that, we're gonna go back in and finish the eyes. So take the pencil brush again. I'm gonna do Cashmere Bunny, the same thing I did in my crease, just to kind of define my under eye. So that gives them some shape. But I also want to give a little pop. So I'm gonna go back in with the Urban Decay, the Diamond Dog that we used on the lid. And just put that in. So give it a little bit of that shimmer, that same shimmer on the top, but it's not going to take away from what we have going on the lid. Okay, I feel like I need a little more definition, so I'm just going to go back in with my pencil liner and kind of go through my lash line. This is just Sephora's chocolate brown pencil. And I don't like any harsh lines, so if you feel like you're getting any, you can just kind of rub your finger back and forth. Okay, liking that. Go back in with my mascara. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up with my lips, and like I said, I'm gonna do a red lip, but you could do really anything with this. It could do neutral, pink, depending on what you're wearing. I'm gonna wear the gold top that I had on earlier in a post this week, so I feel like a Merlot lip is the way I wanna go. I actually wanna make it a little darker, so I'm gonna line my lips with Plum by MAC. It's kind of like a deep burgundy color. Okay, so once I get that on, this is one of my all-time favorite lips. It's NARS Bet or Betty. I call it Betty, I don't know. It's spelled B-E-T-T-E. It is like my favorite NARS color. I got it last year, but it's still one of my favorites. If you wanted a more precise look, you could take like a lip brush for your application and really make it precise. I kind of dig the stained look with this lip, so I'm just doing a little normal application and blot in between. And I'm gonna clean up some of these edges though. So that's it. It's a little hard to tell what the finished look would be because my hair is not done, but let's pretend like it was, and this is the finished makeup look.